Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the second part of the two-part series here on Seeing the Whole Field, where we're going to discuss if your team catches you selling your season tickets, should they have the right to revoke those season tickets from you in the future? So today, do owners have a moral standard? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about if you put a winning team on the field, does that mean that more of those fans will come see the games? That's something that we'll discuss today, too. Kind of like a Kevin Costner thing, right? If you build it, they will come. Well, if you put a better team on the field, will they come? And then lastly, we'll try to kind of end everything by finding a nice medium ground here, as this is a topic that Cheese and I started on the last episode of our great show that we do every Tuesday night, the Lights Out Sports Podcast. By the way, link in the description below. Also, link in the description for part one and a link in the description for our YouTube channel. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, guys. Let's do this first. Guys, hey, thank you guys very much for being with us today. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you being with us as we open up our eyes to seeing the whole field. So again, this is a topic that we did a show on before this one. So this is part two. You can also get part one in the link in the description. You can go to the Lights Out Sports Podcast, myself and my buddy Cheese. We do that every Tuesday night. That's where this topic originally came from 2 shows ago. And then, of course, our YouTube channel's link is there too. You can not only get our show, Seeing the Whole Field, you can get the Lights Out Sports Podcast, and you can also get other great content from all of us at, as you see the symbol right back there in the background, it is the symbol of All Gloves Off Sports Media. Thank you very much for being with us. Here we go. Do the owners have a moral compass? That's what I was looking at here for a few times, and I was doing some research on this. Again, we're going to base all of this on Lambeau Field. It's one of the greatest spots in all of the NFL. Capacity-wise, it's second in the NFL. And, because Cheese is a big Packers fan, I thought we'd do it that way. So let me ask you guys this. How many season ticket holders does Green Bay have? As much research as I could do, I really couldn't find out the answer to that question, but I can give you some guidelines at least. So on May 5th of 2011, the Packers sent out an online survey to 30,000 season ticket holders, club seat holders, and individuals that are on the season ticket waiting list to get feedback from them as they started doing some concept development for their latest expansion at that time. So 30,000 season ticket holders, club seat holders, and individuals that are on the waiting list. So we know there's not 30,000. We know the number is less than that. So, season ticket holders, club, and then some individuals off the waiting list. What if we just use a nice round figure and say that Lambeau Field probably has 20,000 season ticket holders? Now, if you've seen the first video, you know that Lambeau Field has a total capacity of 81,441 not season ticket holders, but capacity as far as seating inside Lambeau Field, 81,441. And if only 20 of them are season ticket holders, and a few of them, or even half of them, sell their tickets, that doesn't give the other team some huge advantage, does it? I don't think it does. I think what you need to do as far as this, moral standard or moral compass from the team itself, I mean, they're selling 50, 60,000 tickets. Do they care who buys the tickets? Are they screening people to make sure that they're from the Green Bay, Wisconsin area? No. What are they trying to do? They're trying to sell as many tickets for as high a price as possible and make as much money as possible. So the question of, do they have a moral standard? It's no, guys. I don't think that the season ticket holder is as big a problem as the team itself. And we can prove that with those numbers we just rattled off. Let me ask you this. If you put a better team on the field, will more people come see that team? I think that answer is yes. Now, we have to look at it in generalized statements too, right? So if you have a bad team and you allow the ticket prices to reflect that badness of the team, I guess, for lack of a better term, then okay, I still think people will come out because the tickets are cheap. But if you're trying to sell me an expensive ticket with an inferior product, I'm not going to do it. And then if you got a place like Lambeau Field that we're using for this example, where there's just tons of people who want to come see them, then this would be the best time when you've got a terrible team and your team comes into play. The Green Bay Packers, we'll just use as the example in Lambeau Field, and maybe your team could actually win that game. Well, shoot, yeah, now I'm going to pay for those tickets, and I am going to be a visiting team that comes in and takes advantage of that situation. So I would say, if you put a better product on the field, more local people, more fans of that hometown team will come and see them. So again, two things here that are based more on the team than they are the season ticket holders. And I also want to have you guys look at this. We talked about all kinds of stuff in the first episode. We gave you the Packers record, 264, 133, and 6 in the regular season at Lambeau Field, and that in the playoffs, they're actually 18-7. I understand what the Packers are doing. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They're trying to still get money from all of these tickets, and they're trying to reap the benefits thereof, but they're also trying to make sure that 50% of the stadium is not taken up by the visitors. And when that is shown on television, it looks just awful. So I get the fact of what they're trying to do. And I want to end everything this way, because I actually like what the Packers have put in writing. A lot of other teams are doing a little bit different, but I really like what the Packers and Lambeau Field have put in writing for how they plan to do this conundrum that we've got here with season ticket holders selling their tickets. So let me quote it to you right from the Packers themselves. The organization is continuing its non-renewal exercise, which has taken place in recent years, to ensure Packers season tickets are being used as intended. This year, the organization declined to renew the season tickets of accounts that have sold 100% of their tickets for regular season games for multiple years. Now, they can track all this stuff, right? It's not hard to do. And they're not saying, hey, you sold half your tickets, right? We had that, we had the survey that was up on our X account. We had the poll question that was up there. And what was the overwhelming majority of you said, my tickets, my way. So that's what they're saying. They're saying, we understand that you're going to probably sell some of these. You're not going to be able to come to every single game, every single year. But what we want to avoid are people who are selling 100% of their tickets to the regular season games for multiple years. And guys and gals, I can get behind that. If you're just buying tickets to sell all of them every single year, then yes, I'm with the Green Bay Packers. I think I'd revoke your tickets too, especially when I've got as many people on their waiting list as what they have. Can we agree? Talk to me. Tell me in the comments. You can sell some of your tickets, and you can make money off of those tickets, but just don't sell 100% of them every single year. And I think that's something that we can all meet in the middle on. If not, just simply give me a comment and tell me why or why not. Hey guys, thank you all very much. This has been a great topic. We've had some really good feedback from a lot of different people on our X account and here on our YouTube account as well. And that is what this organization is going to do. And what I mean by that is all gloves off sports media. We're not going to get up here and yell and scream and do crazy crap like that. What we're doing, and I appreciate that, sir, or ma'am, I don't know what sex you are, but thank you. Appreciate that, the kind words. That's what we're here for. Educate the intelligent fan. Now, if that's what you are, stay tuned with us for more of the exact same content. Of course, as we say at the end of every show, don't be afraid to sling it, swish it, or swing it, because you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Until next time, see you later on Seeing the Whole Field. Thank you all very much. Have yourselves a great rest of your day.